I'm John, and this is the Macbrook Show. Welcome to this week's episode. On this week's show, it's going to be a little bit different to what you usually see. We're going to focus on our training side of the business, and we're doing this because over the last few weeks, you will have seen on various news outlets, the UK has got a growing problem with training people who are school leavers. We've got a massive skills shortage across not just our industry, but compliance throughout the business as well. So we're going to focus on how we're upskilling school leavers and also how we're upskilling members of our own team to be able to deliver various other measures within our industry. Not just that, we're going to have a little look at how we opened our new training facility with Paul Kendrick, the local mayor for Norwich. We're also going to have a look how the office build's coming along. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we are going to be in there still for January. I am very hopeful that this is going to happen. We're also going to have a look at the bonfire night that we put on for all the Macbrook team and also the wider community, because let's have it right, without the wider community, we wouldn't have a business. We get great support locally. I know we're a national company, but our local business really is great. So it was brilliant to see loads of familiar faces who came along for the night what we hosted at Old Buckenham Country Park. And I suppose we've got more of this footage than anything, all the bloopers, because let's have it right, we take about, 20, 30 goes to do one take. So look, I'll leave you in the capable hands of our team. They'll give you a good insight onto how we're training all these youngsters up, and I'll catch you at the end of the show. Right, we are now at a part of the show that is going to explore our newly acquired centre. Well, when I say newly acquired, basically what happened was earlier on in the year, we acquired NGEO, which is an electrical and a heating training facility in Norwich. During that process, we quickly realised that we would outgrow the space that we'd acquired. So we started looking out for potential sites that we could combine both of our current sites with, so then you could have electrical and heating engineers, trainees working alongside each other, because at the moment and in the future, heating and electrical will work alongside each other. Where previously, when I was working on the tools, you know, heating engineers and electricians didn't see eye to eye, they didn't work alongside each other, they wouldn't get on. But now things are changing and we're electrifying our heating grid, so we have to work alongside each other. So what better place to do it is at the beginning. So we have our heating engineers, our electricians, our apprentices all working together. As you can see now, we're in our electrical training part of the centre. So everybody works alongside each other, and that's the way it'll be when they get out there in the field. So today, this is our new building, what we've set up now for heating and electrical, and we are having a grand opening. We've got the Mayor of Norwich coming down to open it up. And yeah, hopefully I'm really positive about the future. I'm hoping we see many apprentices coming through this facility, and yeah, keep an eye out for everything. But now I'm going to hand you over to Brandon, who's going to give you a full guided tour of the place, show you loads of things what we've got going on today, all of the trainees working on different parts of the facility, and hopefully introduce you to some of the staff members that we've got here as well. And I'll close the show round with a few words at the end as well. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, well, as Lord Mayor of Norwich, it is my tremendous honour and privilege to open this Macbrook Training Academy. At the end of the day, I'm sure it will give excellent training to our young people, and of course the great thing is that there will always be a need for plumbers, heating engineers, gas engineers, etc. With AI, there may not be a career for accountants and lawyers, and won't we all miss them? You and I are obviously at the other end of the career tunnel. I've had a tremendous career, and I went through a number of, when I was a young man, training academies, which certainly prepared me for the future. And I'm sure that the professions that you're going to go into, or careers I should say so, are excellent opportunities for both young men and young women. So I wish you all the best for your future. All you need is determination and hard work, and you can achieve. So I'm sure you have these excellent staff here who will help you in the preparation for the beginning of that career. So may I wish you all the best for the future. Now I would like now to officially open the centre by cutting the ribbon. Here we go. I'll do it on the count of 3. So if anyone will take any pictures. 1, 2, 3. There we are! Thank you very much.
I'm Glenn Floyd. I'm a Director of Education for NGEO and Macbrook Training Academy, and my role is to look at qualifications and expand the opportunities for commercial customers and for our social impact.
Hello, I'm Martha. I do a mixture of things in the office. So I work in the admin department, I deal with the customers, I answer all the calls, things like that, and also the inquiries. And then I also look after all of our 17 wonderful, happy apprentices.
Okay, all right, okay, I'm Simon Taylor. I am an electrician and I train the apprentices and adult learners for electric installations.
Hi, I'm Karen, Office Manager at NGEO Training. I look after all the engineers that come into our centre who do electrical and gas training.
Hi, my name is Trevor Fisher, Head of Training for Macbrook Gas, where I teach ACS to apprentices and adults in the gas industry, including renewables and unvented.
Hi, I'm Amelia and I'm an electrical apprentice. It's definitely different, lot going on, but with the right people you kind of figure it out. Well, everything's kind of it's all a bit different, so it was just completely different aspects. All the stuff I learned at college, not the same with air source heat pumps and stuff like that. So it's like learning a whole new thing. Just to make sure you've got everything on you, even if you don't think you'll need it. Just have it in the van, because you will end up needing it at some point. I expect it to be busy, but with a lot of laughs in it as well, which it's lived up to, so yeah. So yeah, it's definitely a lot better than being in the classroom, because you learn a lot more, so I'm definitely excited to see how much more I can learn being on site instead of in a classroom. Solar panels with the battery, because they seem like there's a lot of technical aspects and how they work and everything, so I'd love to understand it and be able to wire one up.
Hi, I'm Frank. I'm a low carbon heating apprentice. Just literally joined up with Macbrook, and yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I've been ever since I was a kid just really into fixing things and just making things work properly, and it's funny how I got into it. I first met John when I was about 14. He was around my house quoting to put a boiler in, and I had some stupid prices from some other companies and stuff, and he really, you know, put in a good quote, and we went with him. And since then, he said to me when I was younger, he said, you know, you could start off with us one day, and now I'm working for him, so yeah. First carbon job, it's really good, just watching how the guys just prepping everything and the installation as well. You know, started off lifting up floorboards and piping up rads, and just watching the general way they do it, you know, their skills of bending and soldering, you know, the stuff that they teach you in college, which they actually say, you know, this is a better way of doing it. So it's a lot better learning on site rather than, you know, just being told something in the classroom. It's a completely different ball game learning on site than college. You know, there's so much things that you don't take into account when working in college. Just the stuff you're taught is just, it makes a lot more sense, and you're actually being shown it rather than being told how to do it and shown once. You've got all that time to learn and sort of watch what they do and then do it yourself. I'd say I've worked for a few one-man bands in my past and stuff, so a lot of the, you know, it's all a similar way, but it's the organisation of it all, because you're part of a team, is a lot better than, say, you know, what I've seen in the past. First week, you know, it's been like amazing, just being actually put out to work, going to people's houses and stuff, and you know, just seeing how everything sort of falls into place of the way of the world of actual work, rather than, you know, being at college where you don't learn the skills of how you talk to people, you know, making the customer happy and stuff. So, you know, it's really good. Hands-on, I'm really excited to be doing all the soldering work, bending, and just doing a big installation job as well. I'm really looking forward to sort of doing that from start to finish, and yeah.
Hi, my name's Ollie Albury and I am a gas engineer apprentice. A bit nervous, to be honest. You don't really know what to expect, but you know your mentor is going to show you what to do and how to do it, so it gives you a bit more confidence in that sense. Not really, to be honest. Some parts did, some parts didn't. We were working on like little boards, you know, not actually on the wall. Some parts were, some parts weren't. How to solder properly, you know, making sure that the solder's gone fully around the fitting, how to heat it, how much of a flame to use, where to heat up, all that stuff. It was similar. I had past plumbing experience on site, so I kind of knew what to expect and how long jobs would take in that sense. Mostly problem solving. I feel like that's probably where I'm best. I feel like getting pipe from point A to point B in the cleanest and neatest manner. Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, probably working up in the loft and doing all the pipe work in the loft, lagging all the pipe and that. I think that'd be good.
I hope you liked this week's show as much as we did in making it. I know this week's show was a little bit off topic, but we, you know, as I said at the beginning, we felt as though it was needed to get it out there that, you know, companies need to do their bit. Macbrook Gas is one company based in Norfolk. Although we're a national company and we have, you know, a lot of employees, you know, over 150 employees, 20 apprentices, we're not big enough to solve this issue on our own, and companies need to take apprentices on. They need to train these kids up and get them out on the tools. We've got a massive skills shortage. There's lots of work to be done to reach net zero, to help people in fuel poverty, and it's a daily struggle to recruit people. So we felt it was necessary to do this week's episode dedicated to the training and upskilling, which we've done. So I hope you found it very informative. Anybody who's aspiring to be a heating engineer or an electrician, reach out. If you're in the local area, we'll try and help you. Anybody who's in a job that they potentially don't like, but they're really good with their hands, they think that they'd be able to, upskill to become a heating engineer or an electrician, you're never too old. Give us a shout. We've got a training facility that accommodates older students. We're here to help, customer or student or potential new employees. Reach out to us in the DMs, or you can give us a call, email. We're online and look out for us. Apart from that, hope you've enjoyed the show. Obviously, you know what to do. Like and subscribe, and we'll be back to business next week with the usual stuff, what we do the best. Take care and have a great week. This is all working together. As you can see now, we're in our...
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm the office manager at NGEO.
Sorry. Give me 1 second pause before you start. When I stop talking, yeah.
This is the ceremony.
He said I'm ready, so I talked. Yeah. Hi, I'm Karen. I'm Office Manager at NGEO Training.
End of the room.
Ready?
Okay. And action.
So just pop your banking plug out at the bottom.
Yeah. There were so many innuendos going through my mind.
I honestly, I am struggling not to say something every 2 seconds.
Grown men.
That's it.
Grown men.
Fucking get out.
Jesus Christ.
I can't say anything radio related because I keep running it through my little like checker and I'm like, no, that sounds bad.
Today, me and several colleagues will be running.
We're not running.
Alongside ourselves today, there'll be several other colleagues. Will be. Don't worry about it, mate.
Start again.
That was great as well.
That was good. I know, yeah.
To help out with funds for. No. Let's get.
I know he had it, man.
I'm getting a lot smoother though, aren't I?
Yeah.
Years now. No. Can their efforts go really far?
Ah.
Right, you ready?
Love this one, is it, John?
Fucking out, it's under the
Yeah, that's a edge there. Yeah. Jesus. Right, Phil, John.
Thanks, lads.
Cheers, mate.
Flattens out.
Does it? Are you lying?
It's the second time we've been told that, John. It's cleared.
No, we're above, that's why. Wow.
Wow, look at that behind you.
Look at that, Leon.